What's up, everybody? It's Riku Keyblade Master slash Angel of Dawn, and yeah, I may still be a little sick, but I do have a little bit of a theory for you that I've been pondering ever since I went to that whole Disney on Ice thing, and here it is. So, imagine this. The Indian chief actually isn't Moana's real father. The culprit is actually Maui. And before anybody goes crazy, hear me out. Now, the ocean chose her. And she knew it. She was the right person for returning the heart of Te Fiti in any other quest that required traveling. She always knew what to do, automatically, even when she got lost. The ocean chose her when she was a little kid. And even her grandma said, "Listen, Moana, the ocean chose you. You know who you are. When I die, I'm going to become one of these." She meant an ocean wave in order for her to be guided. Or at least a spiritual compass. You know, based on the reincarnation theory, I assumed she came back as a wave in the ocean to help the other waves, as well as help guide Moana along to return the heart of Te Fiti and get Maui so she can return it. Now, the chief, a lot of people are saying, yeah, well, he just wants to erase the history from the past and saying that the past is best left forgotten. He's still her dad. Well, here's the thing. I just have a funny feeling that since Maui is a demigod, and how Moana was able to get everything back to the way it was, the ocean chose her because maybe it knew she was a demigod too. Maybe it just knew. And even the grandma knew, out of all the other kids, Moana had the gift. Moana had the ability of the demigod, but just never said much. Only to Moana, because the others thought she was crazy. Hang on one sec. Ouch. Sorry. The others thought, okay, she's crazy. She's batty. Moana was the only one that was able to understand her. And that's the chief's own mother. And the chief's own son even thinks his own daughter, It's insane, and that's not cool. Not only, hang on, not only does their common ability to guide people, not only do Moana and Maui have that in common, but I also want to build on this theory and actually let's go back to the grandma for a minute. Because get this. How else would she know about the legends? Okay? So I wonder if actually it was a situation of maybe the grandma was actually Maui's mom and not the chief's. And maybe it was a situation of the nature of a forbidden relationship. So in order to protect Moana's mother had to marry someone else and had to convince Moana and her siblings, as well as the other kids on the island, that her father was her father and not her true father being her father. And honestly, that does not sound too far-fetched if you think about it. So, in short, I'm saying the grandma, which, could actually be Maui's mom instead of the chief's, or maybe she is the chief's mom, but she knew about Moana's demigod status the whole time. The only thing Moana cannot do is she's not like Maui, she can't shapeshift, but she can find the brightest part of anything and pull off miracles like there's nothing to it, just like Sora. It's pretty hard not to smile around her. And there's a lot that, I could go on and on, but the fact of the matter is that the reason why Maui, kind of comes off as kind of condescending and rude towards her is because of the fact that maybe he's hiding he's trying to do that not to tell her, to avoid to tell her, oh, geez, I'm your real dad. So maybe he's using the rude and condescending tone as a shield. And that would not be too far-fetched of a way. That's a good way to hide it, is what I'm saying. But as far as, let's just say the theory falls on a possibility of a forbidden love. Maui fell in love with Moana's mom, but she's an earth being and he's a demigod. But their relationship was forbidden. They had a kid. In order to protect the kid, which is Moana, they had to go their separate ways. And leave each other behind. And as such, she had to marry the chief and become his wife. So Moana can have both parents for her own protection. But that also could be why, it also could be another reason as to, this theory here could also be another reason as to why the chief is like, I should have burned those boats a long time ago, trying to hide the past of them being voyagers. When clearly the scrolls, the tattoos, everything, it all is right there. The tapestries, all of it. So there's no point in hiding the past, keeping things a secret. He thought he was keeping the secret to, in short, it looked like he was keeping the secret just because he didn't want to deal with it. It looked like he was just calling Moana out as a nutcase to, when in reality, he's really trying to stop her from finding out who her real father was. Of course, she got more than she bargained for when it came to, Tamatoa and everything else. Just imagine her original father as the person who stole the heart of Te Fiti. That would have meant that, not only did Maui give good things, but he also was responsible for several disasters. And maybe he left because he was ashamed of himself for stealing the heart of Te Fiti in the first place. Maybe that is one of the reasons why they separated. And or maybe, obviously, he didn't want Moana's mom to know about the heart of Te Fiti theft, but it would not be long before the legend spreaded, which it did. But the mom was the only one besides the grandma who didn't stop Moana from seeking Maui and the heart of Te Fiti. So, in short, she wanted her to go. Just like her grandma. She wanted her to go out there. She wanted her to find the heart of Te Fiti. Plus, find who could have been her true father in the end. But, of course, they went their separate ways again. Moana and Maui went their separate ways again because Moana, finally seen who she was, and Maui, in his own special way, was trying to show her, even if he was being a doubtful pain at first, he finally had faith in her in the end and told her, look, I'm not going to stay here because the guys already have a spirit guide, and that's you. And of course they acted distant towards each other. I don't know if they're going to make a sequel to Moana, but if they did, exploring a theory like this would not be too bad of an idea. Like, it could be about a strange family secret that no one ever bothered to tell Moana in the first place, and it could be based on the mother's backstory. A lot of people are probably thinking, look, she's pretty young, and so is the chief. Looks can be deceiving. What if Moana's mom, what if Maui used his magic to kind of help her retain a young appearance? To sort of keep their relationship alive while also moving on and going their separate ways. I mean, it's an intriguing thing to think about. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm really sorry that this is kind of dragged out, but I'm just thinking about this from all different perspectives. Let's just say the gears are turning. Until next time, I've been Riku Keyblade Master / Angel of Dawn. And I will see you guys next time. And Christmas is fast approaching. I cannot wait. You guys want to see my gown? Check it out. Christmas trees and snowmen all over it. Practically. And it's a quarter sleeve too. Check it. It's a quarter sleeve also. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think about this theory in the comments. And I will definitely see you next time. Let's get those gears turning. Let's get a discussion started. See you next time, my angels.